Hello and good evening. I hope you guys are well. It's Monday. Happy Monday. It's about 9:30 p.m. here. And I am just going to talk to you about some Twitter stuff. I know a lot of people wonder if Twitter is right for you. Should I use Twitter? So I'm going to share with you some reasons to use Twitter. And I found this reading an article today about social media. So my name is Shakita, author, speaker, entrepreneur, social media coach to writers, authors, and bloggers, small business owners that want to expand onto social media. All right. So first reason to use Twitter, it's easy. Yes, it is really easy for you to go onto Twitter, to set up an account, pick your username, and to start tweeting. Many people do it. Depending on what they're going on Twitter for, would depend on what their message is. But it's super easy to do. Nothing drastic that you need to go through to create an account. Number two, it's even better to use Twitter on your mobile phone than your desktop. That's what it says. But it says chances are you have some sort of mobile phone, and this gives you the visibility to visit Twitter throughout the day, which you can go in, you can post, you can answer questions, you can like people post and retweet. So that's a good thing. Number three, messages are short and sweet. I love that. And they really, really are, because your messages on Twitter have to be under 140 characters. I tend to stay under those 140 characters. But yes, it's best to stay under 140 characters, or either close to like 130 to leave space so that if someone retweets your message, they don't cut off anything and they don't miss anything. So they're short and sweet, which holds you to keeping it to under 140 characters. So it makes you be strategic in what your message will be when you do share it on Twitter. It's easy to meet and connect with customers and friends. I would agree to that. I've connected with a lot of people on Twitter because of my love for sports. I am a little animated on Twitter on game days for, say, my team, the Cowboys. Yeah. So I've met people. I've ran my mouth with people that are nowhere near me. They're not in the same state with me. So it's very funny. And it's fun. I definitely enjoy Twitter, and I've been on Twitter since 2009. And I also met my graphic designer for my other business, and she created my logo for me through Twitter. And I met her because we are fans of the Dallas Cowboys. So of course, running our mouth, she posted what her business was. Just generally, you checking out somebody to see what they do. And I liked her designs, and I asked her if she can create a logo for me. I had an idea of what I wanted, but I let her do what she wants. You let an artist do what an artist is going to do. So I actually have had the same logo now for 3.5 years. I haven't changed it at all. So that means I'm very happy with it. So something to think about. You can meet your next customer. You can have people reaching out to you, or you can meet your next friend just by being social on Twitter. And it helps you stand out on search engines. So if you're on Twitter and your page is active and you're actively putting good content out that's being shared and retweeted and liked and favorite, that's going to pop up and help you to go up on the search engines because it'll be easier to find you because you're so active on that page and people are constantly doing something to some information that you've shared. So you want to think about that. That's where the strategic 140 characters or less comes in. And it's easy to connect. It's easy to connect with someone. It's easy to follow your business. It's easy to follow your mentors because you could best believe people that you're interested in emulating or following behind is on Twitter. And they may not be doing everything themselves, but you can best believe that they have a very active account. So just another reason to think about joining Twitter. All right. Now, I want to share with you a couple of things that if you're not really sure if you want to join Twitter, these are things for you to think about if you're not interested, or you think that they would be something you can do. They're not. So if you want to send a ton of messages, Twitter is not the place to do that. Sending sales and marketing and all that other stuff and telling people to buy from me, they're not going to be interested in you, and you'll just be talking to open space because they're not interested in what people are saying, which is buy from me. You have to put your words eloquently so that someone can buy them. And I used this example on my Periscope that I did. If you have wraps and you want someone to buy the wraps, don't say buy my wraps, buy my wraps. You want to say, did you know that these wraps can do this, in this short amount of time? And just talk about it and elaborate on it, because then you become an expert by showing them a different way that they probably didn't even know that wraps or the vitamins or the shakes can do for them. So if you don't have time to engage a conversation, don't join Twitter, because you're going to get people that will retweet you. They'll say good morning to you. They'll inbox you and ask you questions about your business. So they're inquisitive people, but obviously if you're on social media, you're on there for a reason. So they're going to want to connect with you. So if you're not going to be returning messages, then that probably wouldn't be a good option for you. Thank you. If you can't get your message out in 140 characters, then Twitter is not good for you. Because like I say, you have to be strategic in what you're saying, and you have to get it. You have to pack everything that you have into that 140 characters so that it can start growing legs on its own and get out there to other people and start reaching other people. So you have to be able to do that. And like I said, you want to get under 100. You want to get at like 130 characters so that if it's retweeted, none of your messages cut off. And now this one I'm not so sure about. Thank you. It says if you don't want to or can't send at least 8 tweets a day. Honestly, I don't send 8 tweets a day. I probably do 5 or 6 tweets a day. I don't send 8 tweets a day. So it kind of depends on your message. But again, like I said, if you're sending out a message like buy from me every half an hour, every hour, that's kind of spammy. People aren't interested. Nothing's going to happen. You're just going to be talking to open air. So how many tweets a day you decide to send is pretty much up to you. But I don't do 8. So that one I would totally disagree with because I'm not sending 8 tweets a day. But yeah, you definitely need to be active on your Twitter. Like I've said, I've met plenty of people on Twitter. I've ran my mouth about my teams. I've ran my mouth to pastors that I don't even know, but we're all in Christ. We all love each other. But during the season of sports, I am a little eccentric. So yeah, I have a lot of friends and it's because of sports. But I'm really starting to be a little bit more, take it away from the sports a little bit more and do other things on Twitter. So something to think about. I guess I shouldn't have been talking about sports, huh? Something to think about for you if you're interested in joining Twitter. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to put them in comments. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you guys soon.